Okay, I think I've got all the right buttons pushed. And heidi ho, internet neighbors. I am Vormithrax. This is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and we are continuing our Master Exterminator challenge. This will be the third evening of this particular challenge, so we've made a bit of progress. Had some exciting times last episode. Hopefully we continue that trend and actually get some exterminating done finally. So last session was a little odd. So we've having some problems with some of our local spawns slash wander spawns slash secret underground lab making noise through the Z levels and drawing zombies constantly right up next to our base. Kind of nonsense. So we were able to get through that and get our vehicle started and get everything relocated into it and ski-daddle. So I was thinking in between episodes, if I wanted to go back to that area, there's still a couple of things I'd actually like to grab from that area. So I actually might make another trip back just because I know where some certain things are that I would also like to get put on the vehicle. I'm not sure. Let's see. The thing in particular is like an M2 from one of the military vehicles that we had located. But I don't have the skills necessary to install it, so maybe that wouldn't be as useful now that I think about it. I remember you need rifle skill to install it, and I don't have any of that yet. I'm not sure I have books for it. So we'll see. But here we go. We've got Roderick Rowe, our landscaper slash exterminator, Journeyman Exterminator. And that's him up on screen there, of course. Kazoshtari? Chazoster? There's a whole bunch of ways I can think of pronouncing that. I'm not going to try anymore, though. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. So Roderick Rowe, our landscaper come journeyman exterminator. We've only managed to exterminate one thing off my list so far. That is a Roach House. We had located several others, so we may return depending on where our travels take us and what we find as we move about. You can see our stats there, 9, 11, 8, 10, nothing too special. I went a little heavy on dex and perception just because of the traits that we were going to do on this particular run. The big thing of note in the traits is the imperceptive healer. If you're not familiar with that one, that's one of the rough ones. That's a big 8-point negative or positive, depending on how you look at it. Imperceptive healer means that you only get 10% of the healing you would normally get from sleeping. So it really, really slows down the healing. Even little tiny bits of damage you take quite a while to get back again. So you really gotta pick and choose your fights and be much, much more attentive to your health and your hit points and making tactical decisions on what's an acceptable loss in regards to taking damage. I really like the trait. I may play with it as a permanent addition of the game, and I don't know, maybe give myself the... I don't know, can you give yourself the trait? I'm not sure that one's a mutation you can actually apply to yourself after the fact via the debug menu. Might have to look at that. But I like the trait quite a bit just because of the way it adjusts the game flow. You can't just go kamikaze and hammer all your hit point bars down to 1 or 2 bars and then sleep for 8 hours and magically you're back up to full health again. So it puts a really big change on how you approach things and the danger levels. And I like that, so I think it's more appropriate to the Cataclysm theme and gameplay. So, other than that, on the positive side, we've got Killer Drive. Yep, that's a pretty new one. I'll tab down to it so you can kind of see the description here. Killer Drive. You derive enjoyment from killing things. Putting an end to life seems to spark some dark satisfaction and thrill, and you crave it every moment. So, kill things, be happy, or at least be neutral. Don't kill things for a while, be sad. That's essentially what's going on there. We've also got Night Vision, Scouts, Self-Defense, which we took Ninjutsu, and we are terrifying. So, I thought the combination of being an exterminator and having Animal Discord, Killer Drive, and Terrifying kind of fit thematically, kind of worked its way into the theme there. That's why some of those are in there. Yeah, so there you go. Skill-wise, we made a ton of progress, so we were, even with all of the distractions and constant interruptions with the base situation last episode, we managed to get our first aid to 8, tailoring to 7, fab to 6, and mechanics to 5. The rest we've still got to get working on. The one that's most important to me right now is electronics. I'd like to get electronics up 3 or 4 levels if I can manage it somehow. And then eventually computers. That one's going to take a while, both that and electronics. But those are pretty much the last 2 of the crafting style ones that we're going to have to spend a ton of time on. So it'd be nice to get mechanics fully up to 6 and fab up about 1 more level. Other than that, though, we're down to just 1 or 2. So we shouldn't have any super lengthy book reading, crafting type sessions to try to go through from here on out. So hopefully we'll get much more into the actual exterminating portions of the challenge. So we'll see how it goes. You can see we're rocking an 80 torso encumbrance. Yeah, that's just the way I like to roll. 80 torso encumbrance with a melee fighter. That's how all the cool kids do it. Other ones, not so bad. I'll show you the gear here in a second, just so everybody can get caught up. Here's our security van that we're using as our new mobile base. We do have the vehicle welding rig installed. We've got a UPS or recharging station installed. 1 cargo space swapped out so far. And some storage batteries. So we got 2 full storage batteries plus the car battery. A couple extra tanks. We got some water. Not enough diesel. I definitely need to get some more diesel into this thing. And we've gone around and spot welded a few particular areas I wanted to make sure it didn't fall off. But I haven't done my general go through and re-weld the entire vehicle yet. As soon as we get some food situation sorted out, I'll probably do that just so I can get it done. And then it'll just take some spot welding as we drive around. And it'll basically be an infinitely regenerative vehicle. So, pretty big deal in regards to survival once you get to this point where you've got battery power, the vehicle welding rig, and can just easily and quickly repair up as you go. And I do need a heavy frame to fix this stupid door so animals can't get in my vehicle. So, we still got some work to do on it. I'd also like to get a kitchen unit installed, all that kind of stuff. So here's our gear. You can see over here why we're having so much encumbrance. The SWAT armor combined with a duffel bag and backpack combo. That's a lot of torso, plus the Kevlar vest. So SWAT armor, Kevlar vest, backpack, duffel bag. That's a crap load of encumbrance. But I'm not too worried about damage right now from normal zombies with that kind of an arrangement. So it's another big change. We got the SWAT armor fairly late in the run. We're doing good on basic tools, and we've got some food, but I do want to make sure I get a hold of a little more of a sustainable food. So 1 more trip into the forest to get some more pine nuts, get our fire situation figured out so I can get them turned into, well, pine cones, then turn those into pine nuts, and we'll be fine for a while. Medicines, no problem. We're in good shape for the medicine, and we got quite a bit of stuff, so we are still missing a few things, but we've got some decent guns. We've got most of the tools that I care about. An engine crane, foldable engine crane for the lifting capacity. So we're actually sitting really good. Just a few things I need to get finished up, and we definitely need to work on our gear again. I don't quite like the arrangement we've got. SWAT armor's awesome. It's got its uses, and it's great for early game, but it's warm, it's bulky, there are some issues with it, especially when you're combining it with other things. So, it's kind of where we're at there. That's the vehicle, that's our gear, that's our character. We have no CBMs of any kind, no mutations of any kind, so none of that to worry about. And here's our map. So, we had started out down here. Episode 1, we appeared in that house there. We kind of worked our way through the local houses and settled into this evac shelter. And the big problem that I'm mentioning is that zombies constantly congregated and stood and just had street parties right along the street, right here. And I kept hearing gunfire noises, and I'm still convinced that this prison has a lab built into it. So there's a lab entrance in that prison area. And I think the lab extends over underneath the roadway here. And the top floor of the lab is just underneath this road, and there's a turret in there. And the turret would keep firing, and the noise would cause both wandering zombies from the hordes to come this way and congregate, as well as spawning the Wanderspawn's generating zombie metric. So they would all just kind of group up and just stand right here. And I couldn't get them to move. I couldn't get them to leave no matter what I did. So they'd wander in, they'd disappear, they'd wander in. It was just a mess. So we had a few issues, but we're out and about now. We've done some traveling. You can see we looted and covered quite a bit of this section of the city, and we had done rollerblading trips down to specific buildings further out. we'd been over this way, had some adventures in and near the junkyard, cleared out the school library, visited the refugee center, cleared out the mansion, well, the portions I cared about. And then, most recently, we have left and driven our vehicle up north here. We were going to stop up here, and then we spotted that, and then we spotted that, and then we went over here, and then I finally parked for the night up here at the trailhead. So, that's where we're at. Brand new spot we just gotten to. I'd never seen one of these buildings, an irradiation plant north from Wakefield. It's got turrets out front. Never seen one. It's a brand new building to me, so no idea what might be in there or what dangers are incumbent upon that location. What I'm actually mostly looking at is that right there. I think I might take a quick drive down to scout out that evac shelter area and see if we've got nearby buildings or if it's set far enough back that I might base out of here. Yeah, so we can go just down the road and we've got some mega stores, we've got a museum that I might go check out, and we haven't seen all that much of Naugatuck yet. So yeah, there you go. That's kind of where we're at and what we're doing. I don't have any emergency situations right now. I've got food I can eat, I've got water and all that kind of stuff. So, let's yeah, let's say hi to a few folks and then we'll kind of get rolling. Damn face cam lighting thing. It's making me orange again. I hate it when it can't figure out the ambient lights. Here, let's move this closer. Maybe that'll help. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, seems like it's still making me a little orange. Oh well. We'll deal with it. Gotta get some better lighting. Alright. Who's wandered in? Hey there, Drew Cap, Cordans. Oofs a lot. Yeah, Lost Man. I really like Imperceptive. It's probably my favorite trait nowadays. I've taken it in a lot of my series recently. Howdy Karacher, welcome back. Jerry Kerstetter. What's up? Help me with something. It is the start of my first summer. What do you recommend armor-wise? Something very, very cool. It's kind of hard to get good layered armors during the heat of the summer. You got to really work at it. Hopefully by that point you've got some skills and some gear and some tools, and you can work on it.
Oh.
Hey, Rebo! Thanks for the resub. Oh, back right at you. Yeah, it's been really, really long time since I have any of my challenges actually head into summer, so I'm a bit out of practice in trying to gear up for the summertime heat. Too many of my challenges end long before summer appears, so trying to remember what I default to. I don't know, it also depends on your playstyle. So many things are situational. I tend to avoid most combats. I only fight when I have to, generally. So, I tend to gear up a little differently than a lot of folks do that really just want to get in there and see how many zombies they can kill. What is the cool stuff? Nomad Gear's right out. Nomad Gear's really, really warm. I think, doesn't the chitin armor stuff, isn't that pretty cool? I can't remember now. I'm not going to dig into it. I don't, off the top of my head, remember what the best stuff for temperature and protection values are during the heat of summer, unfortunately. Yeah, Nomad Gear's not going to work. As I'm scrolling down further through chat. Nomad Gear's super hot, comparatively. Lots of volume for carry capacity, but it's also super warm. Nomad Gear is awesome for the wintertime. Alright. Clear the world? Well, good luck with that. I wish you the best. I don't think it's 90 encumbrance. I'm hoping that you added a 0 there or something. Lost Man. Pretty sure chitinous armor is not 90. Alright. Let's get started. So let's get our food and hunger, thirst, all that taken care of real quick. I gotta remind myself, how much just water do I have other than what's in the tank? I got 14 in the jerry can. Alright, that's fine. Oops. Alright, so we got some water. Let's have a couple of fruit leathers. And, oh, that's right. I remember I was getting really lean on my ready-to-go food supplies as we were trying to finish up things and get out of that location. So, I am getting pretty bare bones. So, let's just have some pistachios. Call it good. So, that's taken care of. What time is it? Not quite 4 p.m. We got a few hours. It's raining. Let's just hop in and hop down to that evac shelter. I just want to check it out real quick. Zombie cop has shown up. Nah, we'll ignore the zombie cop. Did pick all this up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Alright, knew about the car. Feral hunter. Jumping into my vehicle and suiciding. Alright, so evac shelters, set back a ways. It's got some distance that direction, and it looks like it's going to have some good distance this direction. So yeah, I think I might settle down here at the evac shelter instead. Just across the road we got forest I can go grab some pine needles from. Naturally a spitter zombie. Now that I can repair my vehicle, I'm going to be a lot more aggressive about running stuff over. Security van, it's got enough oomph to it that you can fairly reliably run stuff over with it without too much problem. Alright, so that trailhead's no vehicles, no shack, no water pump. Migo, body sites. So Migo's going to play with the zombies while I go loot the body site. I hear bang. Uh-oh. What am I hearing the bang from? There's no bank nearby. Libby Arrington. Uh-oh. Oh, we got an NPC running around down here, do we? Where are you at, Libby? There's Libby. Libby Arrington. Ooh, a bandit. Never mind. What is a bandit doing? Oh, it's a bandit roadblock. That's, gotta love these bandit roadblocks when they don't even put them on the road. Yeah, Libby, you're not gonna do so well firing weapons out of your little bandit hideout there. That'll be interesting. So now I got two things distracting the local zombies. Alright, what's on the ground? Soldier sights. Ooh, 3 pairs of combat boots. That's a little bit of Kevlar. Sheath I can use for making other things. Drop leg pouch I can use for making other things. Another drop leg pouch. Grenade and a combat knife. Alright, there's a few things I'd probably want to get a hold of. Let's park a little north so this Migo stays occupied. Uh-oh. So there's 2 bandits down there now. Let go of the controls. Do I have rollerblades on? I have rollerblades on. Take off. Rollerblades. Wear my boots. Alright. Give me the grenade. I don't care about any of that. Don't care about the L39B either. I've got much better weaponry. I'd never end up using it. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, that's fine. Man, it's laggy with all that going on. Uh-oh, I think the Migo might be coming after me right now. I think I'm closer than everything else nearby, so yeah. The boots, pouches. Oh, I missed one of the pair of boots. Coming my way, Migo? Sure looks like it. Alright, we'll, I don't want to tangle with a Migo right now. Not when I'm encumbered up the way I am. How's that little scrum down south doing? So, there's the other one. There's Todrick Ryhope, the bandit, wielding a Keltec P-32. Firefighter PBA mask, huh? They kill the other NPC already? Or did she run off? Can't quite tell. Alright, so there's the museum I would love to get into. Oh, no, 2 NPCs still alive. The other one is way over there now. Nothing too interesting that I can see on that NPC. Alright, but yeah, the museum interests me. There's some possibilities there that could be useful. The usefulness is depleting rapidly as I level up my various skills and get some certain materials and gear, but not too bad. Let's get away from this Migo. Time is it now? 4:15. So, I know this is a railroad. It's always a railroad when it has this configuration. I think I'm just going to turn around. Alright, let's just head back towards the evac shelter. Love it, the acid pool still there. Spitter, dismember. Let's park it the other way. It's the wrong side. Naturally. I love how they just kind of skip around the sides of the vehicle. Alright, stop right there. That way my damage section is right up against a wall, although they could technically come through the window and then into the vehicle. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, rest of the area seems pretty clear. That's not going to show me anything I don't already know. Anyone or thing in the basement? Nope, basement's empty. How about the roof? Matches and a soda can. That's interesting. I can see the vehicle info from here. Alright, how's my space doing? 50 and about 60. What can we drop? Let's get rid of that. Alright, before we lose the light, let's go grab some pine cones. Alright, what do we got so far? 42? 42 will work for a while. Moose and a skeleton. Hey there, Mr. Skeleton. Go with the crowbar. Oops. Field. Where'd you go, crowbar? On the ground. Surprise attack the skeleton for 41 damage. Critical. Alright, now I gotta decide. I don't have a kitchen unit set up yet, so I gotta make a decision how I'm gonna set up food and water and all that. All I really need is just a moment to cook up my pine nuts. I don't think I have any of the portable cookers, do I? Set up the brazier, no problem, but yeah, I don't have any of the portable cookers. I'm not sure I'm gonna bother doing it either. So, let's grab the brazier right after I dump the pine nuts and pine cones, or pine bows. Alright, fire. And there we go, 42 pine nuts. That will hold me over for a good long time. Let's see. Don't have any pine tea ready. All, please. All. Oh, I do have the metal tank of pine needle tea. Northeast, up there. Yeah. One dose left. 6-liter tank's empty. I've got water in the tank here. Got the 2 empty tanks. Alright, let's do this. Siphon, clean water, tank. How do I? Oh, I don't have the pot with me, that's why. I was using the empty tank for the boiling quality. That's kind of funny. Alright, 40 pine needle tea should be plenty. Okay, so now we've got still got 11 clean water. We've got just laying around. This doesn't count what I have in the tank. We've got 40 tea ready to go. Whoops. What did I just hit? Oh, I wielded my rollerblades today. Alright, and we've still got 48 liters, which is a huge amount of doses available for clean water. So we're good to go for quite a while. Diesel is still my shortfall. Definitely need to figure out my diesel issue. Alright, so let's finish off the fruit leathers. Some pine nuts. 11 o'clock. We're tired. Probably a good time to just go ahead and sleep. We'll let the fire work itself out. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything else right now. Not sure why I have my gas mask on either. Time should go by a little faster here. So, oh yeah, much faster. Now that we're away from the prison, the underground lab, and those huge Wanderspawn hordes we kept getting, time will go way faster sitting out here in the middle of nowhere with none of that activity happening. Catch up on chat while that's going on. Hey there, Terracus. Yeah, no point to the bank stuff. Mainly, the only thing I ever do at the ATMs is consolidate the money onto a single card, but even that's not really necessary anymore. Money cards used to be handled differently, and they were on separate lines, and they were just a real pain in the ass, so they're much less difficult to deal with nowadays. The only time I use them anymore, though, is just for vending machines. I think you can... Occasionally I'll use them on really rare occasions to buy some gas, but usually it's just vending machines. I wish there were some other uses to it. And I think the NPC stuff, if you're following the NPC chains, you can use that money to buy stuff from the traders. But that's about it as far as I know. Why dismember? Because it's quick. It's only 36 seconds. And it was an acid zombie, so I didn't want to pulp it because I'd get splashed. So it was either full dissection, which takes frickin' forever, or a dismember, which takes 36 seconds. So 45 minutes versus 36 seconds. You decide. Last time I checked, there was nothing in the safes in the mall. Could be wrong. They might have changed it. I haven't checked in a really long time. Living off pine needle tea and pine nuts? Yeah, pretty much. Last 4 or 5 runs. Since they've done a lot of fiddling with the food and nutrition and the stomach contents and so on, I I mean, I switch as times change, so I play whatever game they give me. And long time ago, you used to be able to subsist pretty well on vegetables you'd scrounge up from examining bushes in the forest, but then they changed that as part of the nutrition updates, and so the vegetable thing went away. And then it was meat for a long time, and the butchering system changed, and the amount of meat on animals changed. And lately, though, it's been pine cones and pine needle tea, and even the pine nuts. I usually only do early game. I've really actually found myself subsisting on vending machine nuts and MREs. I get to that stage so quickly that it's just easier for me to just go raid vending machines and eat MREs off all the soldier zombies that I kill. So that tends to be my mainstay food from the midpoint on, once I survive the very, very initial survival stuff. Why install it in the car? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Install the T-Tank? Nah. I'm not all that worried about it. We went on a bit of a junk food binge, trying to finish out the last of the level ups before we moved the vehicle. So my health stat's a bit low at the moment, but a few days of eating some healthy nuts and pine needle tea will even that back out, and after that it's kind of irrelevant, so I won't really do all that much pine needle tea from here forward, probably. Yeah, I'm sure they'll continue to address balance and all that kind of stuff. They're trying to keep the foodstuffs fairly realistic, so I don't know. I'm not sure if the calorie count on pine nuts is wrong in some way. I don't think they'll purposely nerf it, just a contravention of reality, but who knows? Game changes constantly. I'll change my gameplay style with it. So we just woke up, 8:40 a.m. Good time. Hungry, thirsty. Let's see. Finish that one off. Finish the fruit leather. Have some juice. Just about out of pistachios. Oh yeah, we'll have some V8. V8 is awesome for your health stat. So we'll have one of those today and one of those tomorrow. And then some pine nuts. And we should be good. Probably need one more drink. Let's have a hit of herbal tea. Alright, that should take care of all that. I think now is the time I'm going to go ahead and get the vehicle welded up. Probably going to take me all day, if not into some of tomorrow, to get the thing all fixed up. But I want to make sure it's completely fixed up so I don't have to worry when I run stuff over. Again, I need a heavy-duty frame to fix that door. And I need a kitchen unit, hopefully. An M2 would be good, all that kind of stuff. But we got the basics in. Alternatively, let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing no, never mind, that doesn't make any sense. I was wanting to do a little bit of traveling to try to find some helicopters now that I can take out soldier zombies. We can find some big helicopter crash sites. We can get a bunch of scientists and bio-operators and get some accumulation of CBMs. I need a power storage and a power gen so I can get my dielectric installed and make myself immune to shock. That's a huge step forward in survivability when you don't have to worry about the shock zombies as much. Hey there, Wakefield. I can see the whole thing now, can't I? Doctor's office. Open sewers. Got lots of shock and technician zombies for CBMs also. Office tower right in the middle. Small dump. Alright, not too impressed there. If that was a dojo, I'd probably head on in. I might go into the doctor's office. Oh yeah, let's get one other thing done. Can I do the mold? Got plenty for that. Oh, I don't have enough plastic chunks. Alright, if I add plastic chunks. I didn't stop, and there's a lot of stuff I didn't actually get accomplished that I was hoping to while we were in that area at our old base. I wanted to run around and grab a bunch of particular parts that I knew I would run into and need. So I can't get that done right now either without getting some chunks put together. Which I guess I could technically do. $11 out of 12. Oh, I've already got one bowl. So I only need 3. So technically I actually do have enough. Just made it while I was there. I made it. Oh, the bowl and the mold looks the same. Alright, that's why. That's kind of weird. Alright, microscope, where are you? Spring and solder. Solder I can do. I don't have all the metalworking tools done either. So. I don't think I have any tools that have a spring in it. That I brought extra of anyway. We'll just take a chair out from some vehicle and grab a bunch of springs. And solder's not that big a deal either. So just grab all the parts, put them back for now. Alright, we'll be able to finish telescope up here pretty quick. Light bulb. Light bulb's funny. Alright, what time are we up to? 11:10. Get the welding done. I need to finish that up. First off, where's my portable welder so I don't go nuts trying to pick between the two? Go up here for now, just to save my sanity. Alright, game, I'm just gonna hit R a bunch of times. Zombies and mooses. Well, I'll stop if he comes banging. He's getting a little closer. Come here, zombie. I'm getting tired of your interruptions. What do we got? 26 damage and 65 damage? Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, I'm trying to weld. Leave me alone. Actually, if I do... Nah, we'll stay right here. More tapping of the R key. I'll lose the light here pretty soon, which is fine. Luckily, you can weld in the dark. By just tapping the R key over and over again, it's automatically finding and repairing items. Just going down the whole list here. Eventually, I'll hit a few things that I can't repair because that needs duct tape or super glue, that kind of thing. We are already at almost 4 a.m. We're famished. Might have to save the final part till after we sleep. Famished, very thirsty, and tired. Let's get some food just in case we get in trouble. No, not candies. Another V8, and I need a B. Alright, keep on repairing. But once I get this done, it'll be really easy. Oh, there we go. Now we're running into things I gotta actually replace. We're gonna have to go through individually. Security system? Nope. Yeah, I think it actually found them all. Yep. Alright, so, completely green. Everything's looking great. We do have a fault in our engine, but it's not one that's going to keep us from driving. So it's just a water pump. That's fine. It's completely drivable with that kind of a fault. I may or may not eventually get that fixed. So, now we're down to just fixing that door. I'm not going to replace the seat. I don't plan on bringing NPCs along with me. So, fix the door, stick something in the seat location, throw a kitchen unit in, maybe a forge, and we're good to go. And the M2. And that'll probably finish this off. Alright, what do we make it to? 6 a.m.? If I sleep now, we could sleep the day away, and then we could do a night rollerblade run down into town. Check out the museum and whatever else we can come across. Restaurants, bike shops. Not too impressed with what I'm seeing content-wise in the town here. So, do we do that, or do I push through the day, sleep the night away, and then we get moving somewhere else? Kind of like to go north a bit just to get a kind of an eyeball on a few things. Springs are from the car seats, definitely. That's the thing. I need to get some leather anyway, so we'll get a little bit of leather and the springs from the car seats. So, won't be a problem. We know there's a vehicle just north of us on the road I could go get it from. Solder is a little tougher. I thought I had found a roll of solder by now, but apparently not. So I'm either going to have to deconstruct some electronics to get the solder, or do a little more heavy-duty searching. What to do, what to do. 6 a.m. Sun's about to come up. I don't want to drive up there. Hey, Mr. Zombie. Go see if we can hit a zombie with our duffel bag backpack combo. Our 80 encumbrance. For 29. Missed him. Hit him for 27. And hit him for 33. So we're still hitting, even with 80 torso encumbrance. Still wouldn't want to rely on it. I'd still want to dump the duffel bag if I got into a serious scrum. Don't need any of that. Oh, more zombies. Tough zombie, we're going to want to not have the duffel bag on. Good old 77-point critical with a jerky. Nope. And we've got even more nearby. Come here, Decade. 69-point critical. Down he goes. Alright, let's switch out our boots again. Back to the rollerblades. Make a quick trip north to that vehicle. Grab some seats. Whoa! Feral Predator has decided to make an appearance. Well, that changes things a bit. That's kind of rude. I'd already come down this way before. There weren't no Feral Predator here earlier. Don't make me go get my van and run you over, you stupid thing. Again, I don't want to use a gun, because I don't want to generate and or attract a bunch of zombie hordes over here. He's following me, but he's fairly slow compared to me on rollerblades out on the road here. I'm going to let him catch up a bit. We're going to run his dumbass over. Gonna try to, anyway. Oops, now he's adjacent to me. I could actually get hammered through the diagonal here. Damn it, he keeps flip-flopping around the vehicle. You gotta really hit these guys at speed head-on. You can't just... You'll just end up pushing them constantly like I was just doing. Which is pretty damn annoying. Need to actually get the speed going first. There we go. Alright, now he's down. Not gonna Mickey Mouse with that guy. Those guys are dangerous. Ah, crap. If I get the angle right. Alright, let's try this again. Where are you at, girl? Zombie cop. Now the cop I remember, so he's okay to be here. The surprise feral was a bit much. Nope, don't care about anything there. Oops, carrying crap I shouldn't be carrying. Forgot to divest myself of some junk before I took off. Alright, seatbelt out, seat out. Okay. Here we go. We got springs, we got pipes, we got leather patches. Won't need all that many, so that's all we'll take for now. Now it's solder. I can get a little bit if I take the computers apart in here. I might be able to get enough. The ropes and the leather. I do have solder. Apparently I wasn't standing in the right place, so I couldn't see the solder. So I've got all the parts. I just need to get the heating and or fire over here, and or grab all these parts independently. What would be simpler? Crap, there is no simpler now. I'm gonna have to remember and grab all these stupid parts. What else? Solder. Oops, now I think I'm short of plastic chunks. Yep, now I'm short of plastic chunks. Bring 4 plastic chunks. Oh. Never mind, I have enough. Is that everything? Thought I brought my soldering iron. There we go. All right. So we have the Survivor Telescope. Yay! Another thing off my list.